So today's topic we will discuss about the Galilean transformation equation. The Galilean transformation equation is very important to know about how the object behaves in an inertial frame of reference, right? What are the changes we observe in a two different frames of references in an inertial frame? How the object changes its position and velocity, and as well as the acceleration. What are the effects it is on that frame with a moving or a rest frame? So in this video we'll discuss about that one. Okay. So come to the point about Galilean transformation equation. So we know that here I am considering a two frames. One is a S frame, another one is a S dash frame. Here S frame, whatever I have considered, this S frame is at rest. S frame is at rest. S dash frame, whatever it is there, that it is moving with a uniform velocity with a V. Means it is moving with a constant velocity V with a time t. So therefore, here I am considering the relative velocity which is moving with the velocity v relative to the inertial frame, s, right? So itself s is itself a inertial. Inertial means it should obey the laws of Newton's laws of motion, right? So that we already discussed in the previous video. So anybody is new to for this channel, go through that video. You will understand what is a inertial frame, non-inertial frame and frame of reference. Okay. So now, so here I am assuming the first one is that initially when the time is at 0, initially at time 0, the two frames are coincided. Means in the beginning, both are starting with the same position. But here the one of the person who is standing in S frame, he is the stationary, the observer is the stationary, and the S dash frame, that is a car. Suppose the person sitting in a car, he is driving with a uniform velocity v. It is considered as a S dash frame. So with respect to that, so that the coordinate axis of the second frame parallel to the first axis. So the coordinate axis of these two x, y, z axis are moving parallelly, means only there is a change along the x direction. So the y and z components are at the same distance and same positions. There is no change in the y and z direction, right? So the third point is the velocity of the second frame relative to the first is v along to x axis. Means here I am whatever considering of S dash frame, that is moving with a velocity v, and this velocity of this S dash frame is constant. Means the car, if I consider in this frame, if I consider a car, that car is moving with a uniform velocity v in a time t. So therefore in that car, whatever the object I am observing, that is nothing but suppose a doll, it is hanging in that car. That doll seems like a stationary because it is moving with a uniform velocity, right? So now let's consider what is the position with respect to S frame as well as a S dash frame. Position of a particle with respect to S frame, it is taken as R is equals to, R is what here? R is the position of a particle with respect to S frame, right? So with respect to S frame, R, this position of a particle is changing with respect to what? With respect to velocity of the frame, with respect to the velocity of the frame. So therefore I can write it R is equals to R dash. This is R dash. So R dash, and it is moving with what? Moving with a uniform velocity v, and it is taking a time t. So that the distance between the two frame at a different interval of time, it is taken as the distance is equals to v into t. By definition of velocity, we know that distance by time taken. So distance is equals to nothing but v into t, right? So v into t is the distance between the two frames. So therefore the position of a particle at any interval of time or different interval of time, it is taken as r dash plus vt. With respect to what? With respect to the S frame. With respect to moving frame, that position of a particle, it is taken as, that is r dash is equals to r minus vt. Understood? Got it? So now we'll consider the transformation equation of a position. So in that position means, in the previously we have discussed that in terms of position r. But this position in a coordinate system, it is represented as a x comma y comma z axis, right? So to represent in terms of x and y, z, I am considering here r is equals to r dash plus vt, r dash is equals to r minus vt. In the component form of coordinates, it's related as, in place of r, I'll substitute x. X dash is the position of a particle with respect to s dash prime along x direction, right? And similarly, x is the position of a particle with respect to s prime. So v is the velocity, that is anyway constant, and the distance it is mentioned as t. So therefore, the Galilean transformation equation in terms of position, it is given as x dash is equals to, that it is given as x dash is equals to x minus vt, right? So x is in terms of coordinate x-axis, right? So suppose this is I considered along x-axis. What about y and z-axis? Here the object is moving, our frame is moving only one direction along x-axis. There is no change in the y and z. So therefore, I have taken here y prime is equals to y, z prime is equals to z. There is no change along this. So if these two particles are moving parallel to the y direction, then I can consider what? Y dash is equals to y minus vt. Another two frames, that is x is equals to x prime, z equal to z prime. Understood? So the only one direction I consider. The Galilean transformation, there is a change in the position along one coordinate system. It is written as in this way. I think it's clear about the transformation of position, right? These three set of equations are called Galilean transformation equations. In terms of what? In terms of position. Similarly, we will discuss about Galilean transformation equations in terms of velocity. So does the velocity changes or not changes? So what happens to the particle which is moving with a uniform velocity? The observer sees as a different velocity or the same velocity, that we will discuss in this topic. Okay. So now come to the same as usual. It is S prime and S dash prime. So the observer observes, initially the object is here, and after certain interval of time that object is here at this position. So the same way here I am considering for S prime, it is taken as a frame S. So therefore x prime, x1 prime, t1 prime, x2 prime and t2 prime, the corresponding coordinates frames in S dash, right? S prime, S dash. We have velocity relative to what? Relative to S prime. It is given as, now relative to S, velocity of the particle it is given, relative to S prime is given as u equal to, velocity definition, what is the definition for velocity? That is change in displacement by change in time. So u equal to change in displacement means what? Displacement in a S prime corresponding to this particle, it is taken as a x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1. Likewise, we have similarly for S dash prime, that is taken as a u dash is equals to x2 dash minus x1 dash, corresponding to what? Corresponding to S dash prime. This is corresponding to S prime divided by t2 dash minus t1 dash, right? So therefore, since we are taking here x2 in the previous how we consider this one in terms of x1 dash is equals to x1 minus v into t1. So the same way here it is written as x2 prime, x2 dash is equals to x2 minus vt2. Similarly, x1 dash is equals to x1 minus vt1. t1 dash is equals to t1 and t2 dash is equals to t2. Means the time traveling for corresponding to both the frame, we are considering on the same time interval. So therefore, both the frame with respect to time, it is same. what happens the position, but is or position is not same, it is different for S and S dash frame. So that's it is taken as a x2 minus vt2 and x1 minus vt1. Substitute these two values in this equation. So x2 prime it is taken as x2 minus vt2 minus x1 minus vt1. Substituting, taking a common factor is v from these two terms. Okay. So we will get as x2 minus x1 minus t2 minus t1 into v divided by t2 minus t1. So this equation further we are writing in terms of, that is u prime is equals to x2 minus x1 by t2 minus t1. What it is called? It is called as q. I'm writing q here. Okay. And t2 minus, splitting this LCM, t2 minus t1 divided by t2 minus t1 cancels both the denominator and numerator, it retains with a v, that it is v. So then u dash is equals to u minus v. So u dash is what? Velocity of a particle in S dash frame. So the corresponding object, what it seems like, corresponding to S dash frame, that it is its relative velocity is taken as a u minus v, right? Similarly, we can write it for corresponding to S frame, u equal to u dash plus v, right? That's the velocity is measured by the observer in the two frames of reference are not same. So the velocity of the particle observed in the two frames, one is at rest and one is with a uniform velocity, not seems as a same velocity. It seems as a change, that it is taken as by this equation. So therefore here, and the position also we observed that in the previous uh, slide, that is x dash is equals to x minus vt. Their position is also not same and here velocity is also not same with respect to s and s dash frame. So therefore these two equations are not invariant under Galilean transformation. It is a variant. So these two equations are variant, means position and velocity varies with respect to two frames. When one is at rest, one is moving with a uniform velocity. Understood? So if any doubts regarding these derivations and these topics, you can comment in the comment section. I'll reply for that. So now come to the topic. One more, that is transformations of acceleration. So here I am considering the accelerations are a and a dash. Now previously we observed the point, that is a acceleration, it is defined as what? It is defined as a rate of change of velocity with respect to time, and acceleration with respect to s dash frame, it is given as a dash is equals to du dash by dt. So it is written as, earlier equation we got as velocity into Galilean velocity transformation equation, that is u dash is equals to u minus v. Here v is what? Velocity of frame. And this velocity of a frame is moving with what? Constant velocity. That's why it is an inertial frame. It is not accelerated, right? So therefore, it is moving with a constant velocity. Differentiating above equation, we will get as du dash by dt dash, that is equals to du by dt, that minus 0. So a dash is equals to a. In this, we will observe that the acceleration in s dash frame is equal to acceleration in s frame. Means that the force whatever the accelerated for corresponding to s dash and s frame, both relative to the particle, is same force it is experiences. That's why the both the frames are called as a inertial frames of reference. It obeys a Newton's laws of motion. And here we can observe that one more, a dash is equals to a, means acceleration is same, means it is thus invariant in Galilean transformation equation. In Galilean transformation equation, velocity and positions are varies, but acceleration remains same with respect to two frames of reference. So these are the concepts for Galilean transformation equation. So if you not understand anywhere any concept or any topic, you can comment in the comment section. Reply for that. I'll reply for that. Thank you for, hope you understand.